Hello and welcome to Start the Beat with Sykes. My name is Sykes and this is my podcast. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank everyone who checked out the last episode. If you're one of those people, I hope you enjoyed the conversation and thanks so much for coming back. But for everyone out there who's new to the show, welcome. Feel free to make yourselves at home. And as always, there's beer, soda, water, coffee in the fridge. Cheers to everyone out there on the internet.
Time that you were on the show, I'd never seen you guys play before. So now I've seen you live. I've gotten the full Constant Hell experience. And the thing that I think is cool about you guys and some of the other bands that are kind of in a similar social circle with you guys is that there's this like defiant hesitation about becoming like one of these like modern, polished, clean, pretty boy metal things. It has like really like ruined a lot of heavy music for me. How do you guys feel about like the state of heavy music as a whole?
Fucking sucks.
It's weird, right? Like,
no, I don't know.
And the thing that bums me out too about it is like there's even bands that like I grew up liking. And like so many of them over the course of time have like somehow introduced like this clean singing into their shit and stuff.
We got into that last time.
Did we?
I think so. I was really drunk.
Tight.
But yeah, fuck with that. No, I mean, I don't think anybody really cares about that. And this is just like, this is what you get. Like, this isn't like a fake. Like, we do this on a Tuesday. We do this on a Sunday. Like,
yeah.
We're here to just be better than everyone else and play faster than everyone else. And we've done that. So we're going to continue to do that. And we got the key to Grindcore City. So.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I agree with you there, man. Like everything's gotten really polished, but I feel like a lot of bands, like they're just like, fuck, we got to pay the bills. Like they kind of like go through the trenches enough over the years, and they're like, fuck, man, like we can make more money doing this.
We're still going to do it when our
just
electricity gets turned off. Like, we don't pay those bills.
Or they start having kids, or like, you know,
yeah,
whatever it may be, you know,
and
more like life responsibility, so to speak.
Like, yeah,
whatever
I get all that. I'm not somebody that's against the concept of having a job and taking care of your shit.
Yeah.
But there's just still something that like I cannot pinpoint what it is. It just makes me feel, you know, it's funny. It's like listening to clean sounding metal somehow makes me feel dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know like what that is, right?
It's the thing you don't tell your friends about.
Yeah.
You know, even
It's
if
like
you do it, like...
It's like the Spice Girls are like illicit narcotics. Like, you don't want to tell your friends.
Well, I mean, like,
unless they're into it too.
I don't mind, like, I mean, like, you know, shit, like, if you take like if you take pop music, I don't mind pop music being sticky sweet. Like, that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm deciding that I want a fucking lollipop, then word, I'm in the mood for a lollipop. That's fine. But I don't need like, you know, a lollipop disguised as a hot dog or something. You know, like
that was the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Lollipop.
I fuck with that. Yeah, that's like mayonnaise flavored mashed potatoes. I'm gonna go throw up. I'll be right back.
But I get what you're saying. I mean, it lacks that grit, you know. It's not as dangerous, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be kind of dirty. That's why fucking like metal's fun. You know what I mean? Like, was dangerous to a certain degree, but
make grindcore dangerous again.
Yeah.
I just don't understand when like the idea of to make money from music like became a thing where you have to be that. It seems like the guys that do it for fun and keep it fun have the day jobs or, you know, whatever it is they do throughout the rest of the week. You know what I mean? But when there's people making money from it, like they like kind of fit the same mold more often than not, I think. And I guess that's not everybody, but I think more often than not, that's probably the case, you know, at least to like make a living off it. Like not just like, oh, well, we covered our bar tab and, you know, went home with $20 in our pocket or, you know, whatever you make from a smaller show, you know.
Everything turns into a job at one point.
Yeah.
It just depends on, you know, you can love your job, but it's still a fucking job. And we ain't trying to make a job out of this. We're just...
No, we're having fun.
Yeah, we're having a fucking blast. Like,
What was I telling you last
That
night?
was a drum
fucking-
joke, by the way. These guys suck.
What was I telling you? We was in the shop last night. We were talking about that shit. We were talking about the chick that owns the fucking the street sweeper
Yes.
business, dude. The street cleaning business.
Oh
girl.
yeah, that took me a minute.
Yeah,
I had no
but
idea
that whole
what the-
backstory was there was this kid, Greg and I are like butchered in Jack's. It's like a fucking Wednesday night.
Here we go. We're starting already.
And like this kid, he has like, you know, the typical like, he's like, I play rock and roll, man. And like he like puts his music on. It sounds like this weird like SoundCloud rap, which hey man, if you're into it, you're into it. I'm not knocking anybody's shit. But I was like, that doesn't really sound like rock and roll to me. He's got like this dangly cross earring, and he's like, yeah, I'm like
It was a
21
sick
years
earring.
old. But like there was something he said to me, he's like, I'm just trying to make money off music, man. That's all I'm trying to do. And I was like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Oh.
Good luck, man. Like you might. But the reality of doing that, it's slim to none, especially playing when we play.
That-
You know,
Yeah.
You ain't
so
Bon
maybe if you're in that
Jovi,
niche,
right?
you could profit off of it, but it's not. It's kind of few and far.
I
between.
think that there's some bands that are like adjacent to what you guys are doing, and even what bands like Grey Walker are doing, that can make more money than you would think, just because they're sick at like branding and doing sick merch and like
Yeah.
limited vinyl drops, and enough people give a fuck that they buy that stuff,
You don't-
right?
You don't set out for that though.
No.
Like, yeah, exactly.
But I
you
mean-
just have like retarded ideas that like you're like, oh, this would be sick, and then you just get lucky that people are like, that is kind of sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever.
it's-
like that's great, but like you don't set out to be like, listen, we need to make like $1,000 on this. Like,
Sure. I think
fuck
that
you. No,
I think there are like,
like we were drunk as shit at the bar, and we were like, this is a really rad idea, and somebody was like, yeah, that is kind of cool.
well, no, I think
Right
that
on.
it is definitely cool. And I think with a lot of those younger kids, like the SoundCloud rock and roller that you met at Jack's,
You know, like do your thing, kid. You know, like have your passions. But
I think what that individual is going to need to figure out at some point in time is like, if you're in that realm, I don't think anybody really makes money off of their music. They make money off their personality.
oh, for sure, yeah.
So, you know, they have some bullshit
package, yeah.
fucking social media thing.
Still a double-edged sword. Is like, you know, people can fall in love with the idea of like you and your homies, but like, cool, whatever. People, you know,
I think that it's so easy to get caught up in this, like, what is success and this fucked up idea of what success is, when really, you know, I know people that are successful at doing music legitimately, doing their touring and all this stuff, but like,
help me out, Brian.
how many of them have like friendships and get to go out to the bar and just fucking chill and fuck around all the time? So it's like, yeah, so it's like, what is your definition of success? What makes you happy? Blah, blah, blah. This isn't some fucking spiritual conversation or anything, but
it's whatever your end goal is, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't have everything. So you either have a social life and you have this, or you have that just like
Sick ass
hell-
grind band.
Yeah, really sick grind band. Or like you just like you're that hella like just focused and like intent on one thing, but like everything else gives outside of that. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to do everything at the same time.
You're not having fun. Just quit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, fun's it's as long
We
as
could
it's
die.
fun,
We could
man.
walk
Like,
out of your house right now and get hit by a fucking bus. I had a good time.
those buses, we didn't see any buses coming in here.
Not
dude.
yet,
Like,
bro.
Oh, yeah.
We walk
they're
outside.
coming, man.
Yeah, they're
These things
waiting.
are fucking
We're like,
violent.
fuck this band.
I'd say even our last show, you know, I mean, we walked in, we went and looked at it, the night
Oh,
before,
dude.
and the venue seemed like, even with nothing at all in there, it's like there is no fuck, like it's gonna be us and
Yeah.
the other like three bands.
We're
that are
sitting
the
on each
fucking
other's
bill.
laps and shit, like, which is, hey, we're cool with fucking playing wherever, but like, yeah, like Zach said, like, fucking, it's like, ooh, man.
Yeah, but that was like the most fun I think I've had playing a show.
Dude, it was a
Yeah,
full
never
scale
lost
riot.
I couldn't even see anything. How Greer fucking
Dude, shout
it's a
out to
wall of
Fog
fucking-
Greer, dude.
Yeah, dude,
The
shout
Fog
out,
Lord.
man. I couldn't see anything. I could see
Keep
like
it
Zach's
foggy.
leg, part of Greg's headstock, and just a wall of red and fog. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
okay, right on.
Yeah, it was really
Shout
foggy.
out.
I can't remember anything.
It was fun though, dude.
Guys
It's a
really
good
didn't
turnout.
catch that fog joke either. You
Oh,
guys
I-
are horrible at this shit.
None of us are quick. Man.
Yeah.
We sing Fog
Well,
Boy,
that was a grindcore joke, wasn't it?
Fog
You
Boys
tried.
from
We'll
Hell.
be here all night.